Some state Senate Republicans advanced a bill out of subcommittee today that would change how students with disabilities receive services. The same plan has stalled in the Iowa House. Our chief political reporter Amanda Rooker is live at the State House tonight with both the praise and concern from Iowa parents, teachers, and students. Amanda.
Well, Stacy, as you mentioned, Iowa Senate lawmakers did advance this bill, but with it not advancing out of a House subcommittee today, it is currently in limbo. This bill is one of Governor Kim Reynolds' top priorities this session, and it would give school districts full control over how to provide services to their students with disabilities. Right now, Iowa's area education agencies provide those services. And some Iowans say this bill would help students, while others say it would harm them.
Iowans from across the state packed into a meeting room.
I'm a parent.
I'm an associate professor. I'm a speech pathologist.
Sharing their thoughts on a bill that would change how the state delivers services to students with disabilities. Lily Norris, a freshman at Carlisle High School, is partially deaf. She worries about the bill's impact on Iowa's area education agencies, or AEAs.
In first grade, AEA helped me to read, talk, and hear, and I needed to learn. There's not enough teachers for our school. How we're going to find more teachers to support the students who need help like me.
The bill would give school districts full control over special education funding. Urbandale mom Pam Grano says that would help her son succeed.
I support the school district who holds the most influence over my son's educational success, being the one in charge of the funding for these students.
If passed, school districts would have to tell their AEA whether they'll still use their services by June 1st. Changes would then take effect next school year. Some say that's too soon and worry some students will slip through the cracks.
I'm just wondering why there's such a rush to push this through.
The timelines for implementation, they're unrealistic to the point of being irresponsible.
There's a lot of people in the communities that are worried that there are not action plans in place to address the ripple effect. You cannot uproot a system that has been embedded for 50 years in 3 weeks.
But Governor Kim Reynolds says state and federal testing shows Iowa students with disabilities are underperforming, and she says the system needs immediate change.
We can start to address the issue. We can start to take a look at what we need to do to get these kids the services and the education that they deserve. There's no reason we have to think about this for a year. We can start getting the infrastructure in place. We can start helping school districts think a little bit differently. And we can start then letting the market know what the need is, where the opportunity is at. And again, we might see new people going into these fields.
And in order for a bill to become law, it needs to pass through both the Iowa House and the Iowa Senate. And right now, I am hearing from several state lawmakers that there is currently not enough support from House Republicans for this bill to become law this legislative session. Of course, we'll continue tracking that, and we'll bring you any updates if anything new develops. Live from the State House, Amanda Rooker, KCCI 8 News, Iowa's news leader.